When the Knicks visited the Warriors, we knew that this game would be chock full of drama, but what we got were meltdowns that were orders of magnitude more than we were expecting. The last time these two teams faced off, Cat didn't play, as he was attending a close friend's funeral, but Draymond just couldn't help but slander him in 4K.
Obviously, they ain't had Cat. Some would say he didn't play because Jimmy was in the building. I don't know.
It's like that?
This set the stage for a game between two teams that genuinely hate each other, and the guerrilla warfare tactics we saw from both sides were peak strategy. The following is a full breakdown of those tactics from Coach Tibbs and Coach Kerr. The Warriors were playing some of the best basketball they have played in years. So, for the Knicks, the colossal problem to solve was how to beat this hot Warriors team while being down Brunson. An absolute flamethrower, McBride got the start. The first matchup of note was Draymond-Towns, a significant size and skill deficit for the Dubs.
Now drives, goes inside, and the first bucket for the Knicks.
Tibbs was intent on imposing his team's superior size in the paint at every opportunity.
Anunoby goes inside and gets the layup.
Great patience by Karl-Anthony Towns.
Hunting mismatches on Steph, and the Warriors countering with scram-switching Steph off of the mismatches.
King out Towns early. Towns turns. Can't get that one to fall. Gets another offensive rebound.
The offensive rebounding advantage was heavily in the Knicks' favor.
Rebound Towns on the putback.
On the other side, Cat obviously couldn't stay in front of Butler, forcing OG to offer low-man help while surrendering the most efficient three-point shot in basketball, and that slower foot speed from the Knicks' big man was being exploited on Dre Curry off-ball actions.
Green gets it, goes inside, layup is good.
On ball, the Knicks had to put 2 on the ball on a Steph driving with downhill momentum, and Anthony Towns has zero respect for Green beyond the arc.
Curry finds Green. Green, plenty of time to line it up and knocks down the three.
And has a word or two for Karl-Anthony Towns, who really looked like he was relishing.
The Dre-Cat feud was on full display after a crazy 3 from Karl-Anthony Towns.
Buddy Hield's also come on for the Warriors. Towns, step back, jump shot. That's good. Karl-Anthony Towns.
Point forward Dre turned on the Jets so fast that Chris Smoove was smiling somewhere in Florida.
Alley-oop inside, Kuminga.
The goal of any offense is to force the defense into making mistakes. But unforced mistakes like this heart gamble in transition, that's Christmas in mid-March.
Moody goes for the 3, and Moody knocks down another three-pointer. Maybe playing some of the best basketball of his young career in this recent stretch.
This was Santos' second start of the season, and he was showing exactly why, despite some ridiculous initial defense from OG.
Santos shot blocked by Anunoby. Santos gets it back, puts it up, shot. Count it, and a foul.
Unlike Brunson, who will give you nightmare after nightmare on ball, Deuce was being utilized more as an off-ball threat.
Nice fake from Deuce McBride, a high arcing shot.
Steve Kerr continued single coverage on Towns, despite the man absolutely going off.
Towns aggressive again, goes inside, floats it up and in. He's already got 5 field goals.
It wasn't until the 4-minute mark that the road to 5,000 career threes started.
That's 4,001.
He keeps breaking his record every single time he hits a 3.
After missing 31 games, Kuminga was doing a nice job of slowly working his way into the rotation.
Kuminga trying to draw a foul, doesn't get the call, but he gets the bucket.
A Buddy Hield 3 forced Tibbs to burn another timeout.
Nails a 3, but he puts the Warriors back up by 1. Timeout, Tom Thibodeau.
And the Knicks finished the quarter going back to what was working.
Mikal Bridges goes at the rookie, pulls up, jumper's good.
But Jimmy, who had struggled to start, walked into the second with the last laugh.
Good pass from Anunoby, final seconds, Butler at the buzzer, banks it in! Jimmy Butler!
Rolling into the second quarter, Butler and Dre turned into a 2-man defensive wrecking crew. A strong drive by Jimmy led to Anthony Towns' second foul.
Butler goes right at Towns, falls down, and Towns will pick up his second foul.
Which would become very significant in the quarter. The Knicks tried clearing out so Towns could ISO on Draymond, and we had our first look of Kerr countering by using some strong side zone to deter the drive.
Towns knocked out of his hands, last touch by Towns, well defended by Draymond Green.
does.
The Warriors kept swarming OG on his drives, leaving shooters wide open on the perimeter, but the payoff just wasn't there for the Knicks. On the flip side, with Knicks defenders gravitating toward Butler, the postman was delivering from downtown.
Butler kicks it out. Post can shoot the three. Right on cue. That's the 7th three-pointer for the Warriors.
Things got testy between Dre and Towns, with Cat picking up his 3rd foul and heading to the bench.
That's going to be Karl-Anthony Towns' 3rd foul. And Towns talking to Draymond Green.
No, I think he's saying go sit on the bench, Mike, because he picked up his 3rd foul. He had some things to say on the way up, and now he's basically pointing at the bench like, go sit down.
And then Towns came over to confront him.
Draymond continued making some god-tier sniper feeds, despite his team not capitalizing on his genius. And on the other side, Uncle Dre was giving up his body to stop the freight train.
Anunoby goes right at Draymond Green and a blocking foul. And Green will pick up his 1st.
Once Draymond sat, the Warriors went through a drought, chock full of turnovers. Fortunately for the Dubs, Robinson, who is coming back from injury, was absolutely gassed.
Side of the backboard, but Kuminga right there.
And again, Mitchell Robinson standing at the free throw line, Mike. I mean, it's just his level of activity is not helping right now.
Which led to gift-wrapped second chance points for the Warriors. Tibbs wasn't going to put up with that and had to call a timeout. That break did wonders for the Knicks' perimeter game.
671 as Deuce McBride knocks down the 3. Bridges tries a 3. Got it. Mikal Bridges in double figures.
The Jimmy Curry two-man game stayed lethal.
And again, here, now another screen. It's just a 2-man game that you don't see very often.
Steph screening and darting off ball is a nightmare for any defense.
Talked about this 2-man game. When you have Steph Curry setting the screen, now it's confusion because he's not going to stop moving. Again, another screen, and if you get him any space, it's automatic.
To make matters worse, Draymond and Steph locked in defensively.
Bridges tied up. Good double team trying to get away. And throws it away. Butler tips it ahead to Curry and an easy bucket from Moody.
As the Knicks' poor transition defense continued being a problem, minus their 2 All-NBA stars, the Knicks leaned on Deuce. But the chef stepped in and did what he does best to end the half, giving the Warriors a 4-point lead.
Green, double team, finds Curry. Curry launches it up. It's good! Barely touched it before he turned and shot.
The third quarter started with something you don't see often, a blocked Steph 3.
Curry's got to get it up, blocked by McBride. Excellent defense.
And after sitting in the second quarter due to foul trouble, Cat was pulling.
Back in, quickly launches a 3 and nails it.
Coach Tibbs had his team go right back to hunting Steph down low.
Bridges has the height advantage. Butler looking to help. Now Bridges shooting over. And wise, patient move.
Unfortunately, his team was doing a poor job of picking up bodies in transition, and no amount of elite recovery defense could cover for this cardinal sin.
Butler inside. Josh Hart got a piece of it. Butler misses the follow, kicks it out in the corner, and Moody hits a 3.
Kerr refused to stray from his game plan, continuing to let Dre guard Towns with no help.
Goes inside, left-handed hook shot. What a gorgeous play from Karl-Anthony Towns.
New York was doing a great job of digging at Jimmy's drives and swarming him to force turnovers. And on the other side, not many wings can also overwhelm him physically like OG can.
Banks it home, OG Anunoby. Jimmy Butler's shaking up on that play.
With McBride going over on every Steph pick and roll, the babyface assassin started countering with the hostage dribble to get one-on-one opportunities with Cat and drop.
The floater rolls around and drops in.
Moody was just busy doing all the little things, boxing out against superior size to initiate advantages in transition,
Boxing out from Moody, he couldn't get a good handle on it.
jumping into passing lanes,
He's the leader of this team. There's a steal from Moody.
and generating extra possessions for the Stars.
What is Karl-Anthony Towns doing? He's hit 4,000 threes. If that is the screen, you got to get up to the level. That is the one thing that Karl-Anthony Towns has struggled with in those pick and roll.
Richard Jefferson's analysis was 1,000% on the money, because on the very next play,
Green sets the screen. Curry gets free. Curry nails another. Back-to-back threes, and it's a 9-point lead.
And the absolute disgust on Tom Thibodeau's face.
Deuce was doing his part, applying maximum ball pressure on Steph.
Curry, good defense on McBride, and a jump ball.
Transition defense continued haunting the Knicks.
Kuminga, Payton running the floor as well. Alley-oop to Payton.
And Mitchell Robinson's breakdowns on defense were leading to the Knicks' bleeding points. A 3-point lead for the Dubs going into the fourth. The Knicks stumbled into the final frame still haunted by their own turnovers. Meanwhile, the Warriors were flowing, crisp passing, high IQ reads by Jimmy, and the postmen delivering.
Nice feed inside, post on the finish, the big man.
Jimmy Buckets continued hunting mismatches, bullying defenders en route to a whistle.
Cameron Payne trying to harass. Butler goes right at him, and a foul.
With the Dubs flashing a zone, OG was countering from beyond the arc.
He has to shoot a corner three. It's good. OG Anunoby now with 19 points.
That's when Moody gave the big bodega a quick return flight to the Dominican Republic.
Oh, nice move from Moody, and he closes out with a bucket.
Jimmy's on-ball gravity kept sucking defenders into the paint, creating open shots.
Dive, stops. Well defended, but Moody is left wide open for three.
But for the Knicks, Josh Hart was still ice cold.
Josh Hart just can't get anything to fall.
Even Cat's return didn't spark the offense early on. It was like the Knicks were shooting at a rim with shrink wrap on it, and Draymond Green kept pestering everyone in orange and white.
Foul on Anunoby. And he does not like the call. He felt Green initiated that.
In the midst of the meltdown, Hart vented his frustrations at Coach Tibbs.
As the Knicks a little frustrated right now, down by 9. Tom Thibodeau, who loves Josh Hart as a player, is always raving about what he gives him, giving him a little something extra there.
That brutal 3-minute drought was finally ended by Towns.
Deuce McBride can't get it. Towns offensive rebound. Goes back up, back shot is good.
And with the Warriors going on their own drought from downtown,
Mooney play catch. Curry gets some room. Can't get it to go.
the Knicks started charging back, fueled by Cat going full bully mode in the paint.
Oh, got the rebound, back up and in. Karl-Anthony Towns, multiple efforts there, and it's a 3-point game.
The Warriors stuck with single coverage on Towns, and with Green sidelined, Looney had no answers for Cat's relentless rim attacks.
Inside, left-handed again off the glass.
But once again, the chef had a counterpunch.
Curry. Inside, layup, banks it home, 25 for Curry.
Then Towns switched it up, screening, popping, and letting it fly from deep. And man, was he a walking flamethrower.
Standings in the West. Towns catches, fires, hits a three. Karl-Anthony Towns with 29.
Basically becoming the Knicks' entire offense. But outside of his heroics, it was Brick City.
Hard on the drive, pull up, jump shot, won't go.
On the other side, Moody provided timely buckets.
Shot clock at 3. On the drive, oh, what a shot from Moody.
But one catastrophic turnover sealed the Knicks' fate.
They have one timeout, so they got to look for a 3 at some point in time.
Dangerous pass, and it's stolen.
And just to make sure the coffin was shut tight, Draymond delivered the dagger.
Off the bounce, drives inside, he banks it home. Timeout Knicks, 6-point lead. And the night-night sign from Draymond Green.
That's 7 straight wins for the Warriors, 12 in their last 13, and a ridiculous 14-1 with Jimmy on the court. Truly a scorching run that shows no sign of cooling off.